back out live at 417 to Boyle Heights. This is a shopping center there where that sustained damage and what appears to be a weak tornado that touched down on Christmas morning. J.R. Hall is there and will give us some more live pictures. But we had just seen the mayor and some members of the National Weather Service. They were out there assessing the damage.
Let's listen to some of that conversation right now.
What we have is actually a rotating storm that moved through yesterday morning during some of the core of the most significant rainfall rates. When that storm moved through, it likely produced what we will probably, not officially yet, we're going to look at this, see as having been a tornado. Now, it's not official yet. We're going to do the damage survey, but it was an environment that is capable of producing tornadoes. However, we see so many of these different showers and storms with similar, very weak, low predictability signatures. If we issued a tornado warning for all of them, we would end up with a serious alert fatigue concern. And the winds in any such weak tornado are typically not much stronger than what they would be in the types of winds that we were actually advertising for a while. Main message here is that if you hear the winds whip up, you're going to need to get indoors, stay inside, stay away from windows. You'll survive it. This is not like a Great Plains, Oklahoma, Texas tornado. We had actually issued a special weather statement about 10 to 15 minutes before the damage occurred, highlighting the possibility for a weak, brief tornado to occur.
And that's Dr. Ariel Conan from the National Weather Service. And we're going to continue our storm coverage by looking at the second round of the storm. It looks a lot different in our higher elevations. This is fresh snow falling today in the Running Springs area on the way up to Big Bear. You see that snow plows are out there for anything that's popping up there.
It has been a busy
My
week.
goodness.
Let's get to meteorologist Belinda Leon. She's back with us with that first alert forecast.
This is one for the books on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Seriously.
But it's almost over, so let's talk about it. All right, back to the National Weather Service and this possible tornado. We're on top of that. Location and time, yesterday morning. Actually, Christmas Eve morning, Christmas Day morning. So this was in Boyle Heights, and the National Weather Service is out there right now assessing the damage. What was damaged? How bad was it damaged? They're going to estimate the wind speed, and then they're going to assign a rating. So the tornado rating, the weakest is an EF0, and the strongest is an EF5. We'll see what their investigation turns up. But guys, this has been a week, hasn't it? Look at the rainfall reports over the past 3 days, where in Rose Valley, Ventura County, we had almost 17.5 inches of rain fall within 3 days. In Ojai, a little more than 11 inches. Porter Ranch, about 8 inches. Bel Air, 4. And in downtown LA, 3.27. So Christmas Eve and Christmas Day has turned out to be a very soggy period. The soggiest 2-day holiday we've had in 54 years. Checking out our first alert radar network, we're not done yet. We're still seeing all of that moisture pull in from the south. We're starting to see a few breaks as well. So the storm is going to start to wind down in the next few hours. Here we are looking at the timing of it as that snow is falling in the mountains already. Over in Big Bear, we could see a few inches of accumulation at the resort level. Here we are at 7 p.m. and things are drier over in Ventura County. We're starting to see things dry out in LA County with that rain continuing in the IE and Orange County. And here we are this evening around 11 p.m. seeing a few scattered clouds. And then by tomorrow morning, we're waking up to that sunshine. Now here's your weekend forecast, where the rain will be gone, but the cool temperatures are going to stick around below normal, 60s and 50s. So we're going from the umbrella weather to the sweater weather. And in the mountains, the temperatures are going to be in the 30s. And here's the other thing. I know maybe you've been cooped up for the past few days. The air quality will be fantastic tomorrow to step outside. Just watch out for the muddy trails. It's still a little slippery out there. I do want to point out that if you live in those typical Santa Ana wind-prone spots, not a whole lot to worry about today, but watch what happens as we head into Saturday and Sunday. Those winds are going to start to shift. And as we head into Sunday, we've got those Santa Ana winds setting up. Those will continue through early next week. Now I'm going to jump ahead to that 7-day forecast, because look at what it's going to do to our temperatures. Our temperatures next week are going to be in the mid to upper 60s because of those Santa Ana winds. Will there be a wind advisory? We'll let you know. But look at what happens after that. As of now, our weather models are showing that we may have a chance for rain around New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and possibly the day after on Friday. The weather for our friends in the valleys and Inland Empire, you're headed for the 60s this weekend with more sunshine early next week because of that offshore flow. We may get to 70s on Tuesday. Thursday. Then the temperatures come back down on Wednesday. Clouds increase. We may get some rain late in the day and the evening. Right now, a better chance for Thursday and Friday. The forecast for the deserts will turn breezy Sunday and Monday. Temperatures this weekend in the 50s and 60s, and in the mountains this weekend, highs in the 30s. That continues through early next week. Next week, we're going to keep an eye on that New Year's Eve rain.